Good evening, everyone. Logical evening, everyone. A very logical evening. Now, logical evening to you too, Dave. How are you? How was the mock today? Now, this was something that I'm sure the last time's mock did help you a lot in, understanding the uh, tricks to solving accurately. Fine. So, welcome to the Gladiator Series VMTC2269. And I hope you enjoyed solving the mock, and it was something that that provided a lot of learnings to you. Logical evening, Abhishek. Logical evening, Rishika. Logical evening, Viral. Logical evening, Dhvanit. Deepika, a very logical evening to you too. Okay, ध्वनित ऑफलाइन मॉक से ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. It's basically I do say that offline it is much quicker than online, but still there could be another reason for that. So I suggest that you sit down and analyze why did your attempts go down. So how was the what was the level of the mock today? I hope that everyone is availing the Gladiator series, and it's not at all expensive. It is just for rupees 199, and of course, it's helping you a lot in preparing for the CLAT and all kinds of surprises that the consortium may throw at you. And then we have the CLAT Cam, free for our students, but it's only for rupees 599 for the non-students. So it's basically a current affairs magazine, and it definitely it gives a last minute injection in terms of preparation. Next one, we are looking at the GK crackers. The Vidhigyans have been cracking at it and have been doing really well. And for the rest of you, it is available only for 599. And it's really worthwhile in picking this up and solving. So today's passage, okay, unanimously everybody says that it was moderate. Now, frankly speaking, it was more towards easier side than moderate. Easy और moderate के बीच में था. ठीक है? Now, today's score, ideally speaking, if you can score anywhere from 23 to 25, that makes it an excellent score. And anywhere from, say, 19 to 22, I'll put it in the category of good. So let's sit down and look at the passages. Now, the first passage, it is a socio-political passage, right? It is talking about the refugees and वो जिस कंट्री में refugees है वहां की गवर्नमेंट्स का क्या जिम्मेदारी बनती है. It's about that. It is a pretty contemporary topic. If you look at it, it's something that we have been seeing for quite a few years now. So there's nothing new or nothing surprising about this particular topic or this particular subject. Fine, let's begin. We are starting off. Let's look at the questions. So according to the passage, what can be inferred as the duty of countries and their governments? Now remember, it is according to the passage. So it is in the light of the passage which is discussing the refugees situation. So उस context में what can be the duty of the countries and the government? So let's look at it. To outsource the refugees to another country. ये तो उन्होंने मना किया हुआ है कि नहीं करना है. To ensure that refugees who come to the country are treated as people with the same needs and rights as the citizens. Yes, This is so, but let's see, सी भी आता है क्या उसमें? To ensure that domestic support for the government is intact and the government gets political advantages. वहां पे ऑथर ने तो बोला है कि इस सिचुएशन को लेके पॉलिटिकल एडवांटेज नहीं लेना है. सो दिस कैन नॉट बी माय आंसर आइदर. सो अगर सी नहीं है तो बोथ बी एंड सी नहीं होगा. दैट लीव्स मी विथ आंसर बी. Any doubts, anyone in this? Chalo, most of you got it correct. I'm very happy. Going on to the next question. According to how has the author contrasted the life of refugees with that of other people? Right? So let's look at it. Refugees seek the lure. Lure का मतलब होता है basically the attraction of a better life elsewhere, whereas other people have rooted sure lives. Mentioned hai. So true that. Refugees have no choice but to escape their country, whereas other people have a choice on whether they want to leave their country or not. ये भी true है. So what is left is no comparison नहीं है. So that makes my answer as D. Very good. Most of you got it correct as well. ठीक है? In case you need an explanation going to the passage, चलो, let's go. Strengthening nahi hai, Dhwanit, it is something that has been mentioned in the passage. They have no choice but to escape their country. So this is something that has been mentioned. So going on to question number 3, we are looking at the question, which of the following cannot be inferred from the passage except. So we are looking at basically something that can be inferred. Right? Refugees are lured by the possibility of living a better life in another country. Can this be referred? Yes, it can be. Some countries adopt the out of sight, out of mind approach of dealing with refugees. Yes, mention. Refugees take the drastic decision to leave their country as they are often left with no other choice. Yes, mentioned. Hence, answer is going to be all of the above. Oh, very good. It's very nice to see you all getting your answers correct. Excellent. So far, 3 on 3. Fourth, Canada has proven itself to be a beacon to the world for so many, is an example of which figure of speech? So, Canada has proven itself to be a beacon. So, Canada is a beacon to the world. Beacon का मतलब क्या होता है? Beacon is basically ये सी शोज पे रहते हैं लाइट हाउसेस जिसमें ऊपर लाइट चमकती रहती है एंड इट कीप्स रोटेटिंग. नाउ दैट इज बेसिकली टू गाइड द शिप्स. पुराने जमाने में रडार्स नहीं होते थे तो कहीं लैंड से ना टकरा जाए तो उसके लिए लगाते थे. तो बेसिकली इट इज अ गाइडिंग लाइट. सो इट इज गोइंग टू बी सिमिली नहीं है. hyperbole नहीं है, personification नहीं है, this is definitely a metaphor. Now figures of speech का हम इतना practice कर चुके हैं that you know which one is which now. So excellent, everybody has got it correct. Very well done. 4 on 4. And the fifth one, what is the central idea of the passage? What is the passage on? It is on refugees. Very good. Now, what is the author saying about refugees? ये बता रहा है कि refugees क्यों छोड़ते हैं and that they deserve basically a good life when they are, seeking refuge in another country. So, if I look at the last couple of lines, then it is the author is definitely giving solutions. Hence, answer is going to be B. Now it is not simply the plight of refugee. हाँ ऑथर ने plight of refugee को mention किया है but उसने ज्यादा focus किया है उस उनके solution के लिए. Hence answer is going to be B. So far your score should be 4 on 5 or 5 on 5 or 4 on 4. Ideally speaking, given the level of this passage, it should be 5 on 5. पैसेज मैंने जैसे कहा था इस टाइप के टॉपिक्स हमने पहले किए हैं बहुत पढ़े हैं इनके हमने एनालिसिस भी किए थे न्यूज़पेपर के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में सो इट्स नॉट अ न्यू टॉपिक दैट हैज कम अप इट्स समथिंग दैट वी हैव डन सो इतनी एक्यूरेसी तो बनती है दिस वाज योर सोशियो पॉलिटिकल लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट पैसेज इट इज बेसिकली नेशनल सिक्योरिटी पर ये पैसेज है द पैसेज 2 इज ऑन नेशनल सिक्योरिटी and again something that we have read in different context we have solved in different context ये security national security के देखते हैं तो ये पहले भी काफी कर चुके हैं मोस्टली हमने इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट लिया था पोस्ट 2020 उसके बाद से काफी सारी ये चीजें जो है ये इंडिया के पर्सपेक्टिव से डिस्कस की गई है सो अगेन नॉट अ न्यू टॉपिक it is something that we have done dealt with before and your comfort level should have been high in this so again I'm expecting all the 5 questions to have been answered correctly. Now going on to the questions, let's look at the first one. Which of the following represents the attitude of the author in the passage towards the British government? So what is the author's attitude towards British government? Is it sarcastic? Enthusiastic तो दिख नहीं रहा है. Humorous है नहीं. So it can either be sarcastic or critical. So let's look at it. Well, here is the sum total of what Boris Johnson had asked Her Majesty to say about it. Nothing. This absence was depressing. Insisting Johnson's top priority was to repair the damage caused by COVID-19. It was actually dropping old ones. The government promised to force the owners of offshore properties to declare the identity, a step that would rip away the cover that kleptocrats have long used when buying the bolt holes in Belgravia. That promise has since evaporated, and the long-delayed plan to impose Ordnance Company on Companies House placed British and foreign fraudsters alike used to register their dodgy shell company is no nearer adoption either. तो बेसिकली sarcasm यूज नहीं हुआ है वो कहीं भी किसी भी पॉजिटिव कॉनोटेशन में बात कर नहीं रहा है hence answer is going to be critical and again I see that Every one of you have every one of you has got it correct. Excellent. Next one, seventh one. Which of the following method or methods is or are adopted by adversaries for hiding their wealth? Now it is something that has been mentioned in the passage. हवाला का mention आया है? नहीं. Cryptocurrency? नहीं. तो both A and B है नहीं. That means fine arts है, and there is a direct mention of that of fine arts. They all hide their wealth in the shadows of the financial system. How? By obscuring ownership with shell companies, or using dodgy banks, or by holding wealth in the form of physical assets such as fine art. तो अगर ऑप्शन में शेल कंपनीज दी रहती या डॉजी बैंक्स दिया रहता तो then that would have been a part of my answer. But when I look at the options itself, only fine arts is given, hence my answer is going to be D. एंड फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग रिग्रेशन की जरूरत नहीं थी, बिकॉज अगर आपने मैपिंग की थी और ध्यान से पैसेज पढ़ा था एक बार, इट वुड हैव टेकन हार्डली 1 minute और एट द मोस्ट 1.5 minutes to read the passage carefully, and when you would have come to this particular solving the questions, आपको रिग्रेशन की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. You would have basically eliminated options and come to the correct option विद इन अ फ्यू सेकेंड्स. इसीलिए बोल रहे हैं कि आप पैसेज को ध्यान से पढ़िए, एक बार में ध्यान से पढ़िए. 1.5 मिनट से ज्यादा तो पक्का नहीं लगने वाला है. दैट इज गोइंग टू सेव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, बिकॉज देन यू वोंट बी रिग्रेसिंग. Eighth one. According to the passage, what was not an excuse given by the British government for the new commitments? COVID-19 is a priority, दिया था. When parliamentary time allows, दिया था. The answer will be lack of funds. It is something that has not been given. Very good. I see everybody getting it correct. Excellent. So 8 on 8 so far. Chalo, going to the ninth one. Which of the following literary device has been used by the author in the underlined part of the passage? So let's go to the underlined passage. Like let through a pencil. Now this is something that I expect you to solve in your sleep. That is basically hyperbole. है ना? So आपको ये नींद में आना चाहिए. Like let through a pencil. तो कौन सा figure of speech है? There should be no confusion at all. It is a simile. Very good. And again, everybody has got it correct. So it is so far 9 on 9 for me. Very good. 10th one. Which of the following is not true as per the passage? So we're looking at not true. More than 2,200 cases of fraud are reported in Britain each week. Mention hai kya? ये लिखा है, mentioned है. This is true. Johnson's top priority was to repair the damage caused by COVID-19. ये पढ़ा था अभी. True. Government had made a promise to order people owning more than $100,000 of property to declare their identity in Queen's speech. ये भी true है. So answer is going to be none of the above. My God. Everybody has got it. Every day लिखा है. Oh yes, this is each week. I'm sorry. So answer is going to be A. I read it each day. My bad. It is each week. So absolutely answer is A. This is not true as per the passage. Very good. Yes, yes, I know. I read it each. I read it each day. My bad. Chalo. Going on to the next one. So 10 का अभी तक 10 on 10 है, I hope. Very good, Vikas. Excellent. Dhvani Tathekar, regress. Yes, I did regress. But thank you for reminding me to regress. How kind of you. Very good. Everybody has got 10 on 10 so far. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Now, this is a very interesting, passage. It is a combination of politics and psychology, right? It is a combination of politics and psychology. Kyun? Because it is discussing the theories of war, right? It is talking about theories of war. Chalo, let's go on. So we are looking at which of the following can't be inferred from the passage. Theories have a direct and significant impact on humans. Theorists have political connections. Theorists are aware of the effect of the theories have on people. The normative element is consciously inserted by the theorist. Absolutely. Something that cannot be inferred is the B1. कहीं भी ये political connections के बात में नहीं हुआ है. No, Dhwanit, it's not all my blessings. It's all your doing. देख लेते कहाँ mentioned है. So, sorry. So all of these have been mentioned except B. Going on to the next one. 12th, which of the following can be the main idea of the passage? So looking at that context, in that context, let's look at evolution of theories of war and peace over many centuries, presentation of different theories that talk about the major causes of war, depiction of difference between modern and post-modern theories of war, providing a modern perspective on the French Revolution. ये कुछ बहुत ज्यादा नैरो हो रहा है और फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन का तो सिर्फ एग्जाम्पल लिया है तो डी तो एलिमिनेट हो रहा है. Okay, depiction between difference between modern and post-modern theories of war. They have not actually, क्या बोलेंगे, not really differentiated between modern and post-modern theories. Right? तो ये गया, यहाँ पे कहीं भी पीस मेंशन नहीं है तो ये भी नहीं है. So what is left is answer B. Going on to the next one, 13th. Which of the following is most suitable title for the given passage? Is it war, peace and theory? Peace के कारण ये eliminate हो रहा है. This cannot be my answer. Conscious efforts of theorists, agreed, but which context? वो कीवर्ड ही मिसिंग है जो कि बार बार पैसेज में आ रहा है. That is war. तो ये भी नहीं होगा. Evolution of war over past centuries. Now, is it just showing how war has evolved over century, or it's talking about mainly two theories which are explaining the causes of war? It will be the theories that are explaining the causes of war. Hence, answer is going to be C. And again, everybody has got it correct. Excellent. Tanu, do you understand why my answer is C and not D? Okay, let's go on. Cannot be an antonym. So out of these four options, three are antonym of the underlined word that is conscript. एक नहीं है. Which one is that? Number one, conscript is जब आप citizens को compulsory करते हो to fight in the war. So you are enforcing enlistment as a soldier. ठीक है. तो अगर cannot be an antonym, severance will be basically उनको अलग कर दिया. Furlough is a leave of absence, layoff is निकाल देना. So answer is going to be draft. Draft is actually in a way synonym of conscript. When you draft a soldier, basically you are hiring an XYZ person as a soldier. Hence answer is going to be A. Very good, everyone. Excellent. Let's look at the 15th one. Which of the following can be inferred from the passage except? There are two, there are basically two primary schools of thought on the causes of war mentioned here. B says the first connects war to fundamental biological and psychological elements or urges, whereas the second ties it to specific social interactions and institutions. ये भी mentioned है. So pre-17th century, the wars were mainly fought for benefit of particular sovereigns. No, pre-17th century, they were fought for religion. Hence, answer is going to be C. This is something that cannot be inferred. So far your score should be 14 on 15, 14 on 14, or 15 on 15. Given the nature of passages, that is, they are all passages that we have read in some or the other form or in some or the other context, ideally speaking, your score should be 15 on 15. Going to the next one. Now, this is a literature based. So, very much on the lines of CLAT. और बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग सी बात हुई है इसमें. आई एम श्योर when you read it you did not find it all that difficult. It is basically quite simple to understand. इतना कोई complicated है नहीं. कुछ एक आध दो वर्ड्स रहेंगे जिसमें दिक्कत होती है, but we have learned how to glean the meaning of that particular word by the way it has been used. Fine. Going to the next one. Dwanit, you should have regressed and I guess, look at the way the word has been used. You would have been able to answer, right? Okay, going to the next one. Within the context of the passage, what is the meaning of the word scruple? So let's look at scruple. There you go. Let's understand किस context में बात हो रहा है. Miss Maria Ward had two sisters to be benefited by her elevation, and such of their acquaintance as thought Miss Ward and Miss Frances, quite as handsome as Maria, did not scruple to predict their marrying. So did not scruple. So something that is stopping you from doing something. तो यहाँ पे stop या hesitate wala context आएगा. So look at the options that are there. Convinced होगा नहीं, eager हो नहीं रहा, morals है नहीं. What is left is hesitate. I hope you got this correct. Otherwise, as I have said before, वो किस तरह यूज हुआ है उसको देखिए, आप समझ में आ जाएगा. So basically ये हो गया है कि मिस मरिया ने एक नाइटेड मतलब सर, right? She got married to a knight. KNIGHT. That's a rank in the British hierarchy, monarchy. So she got married to a knight. और इस पर्टिकुलर शादी से जो है, दिस इज उसकी दो बहनों को भी फायदा होता. एंड उनके जो एक्वेंटेंस है वो ये सोचते थे कि मिस वॉर्ड और मिस फ्रांसिस जो है वो मिस मरिया जितनी ही खूबसूरत है. और ये जो एक्वेंटेंस है, they did not scruple to predict their marrying with almost equal advantage. That means they did not hesitate in predicting their marriage in equal status. Hence, answer is going to be B. Very good. 17th, which of the following can be inferred from the passage? Miss Maria Ward married into a much better family than her sisters. So far, yes. The elevated social status of a family member was thought to be advantageous for the other family members. Yes. इसका मतलब है all of the above होगा. Rash decisions with respect to marriage often lead to hostilities within the family. So 17 सारा का सारे correct है. Hence answer is going to be D. Very good. Everybody has again got it right. Very good. Let's go to the 18th one. What is the central idea of the passage? Is it highlighting sibling relationships? भाई बहनों का रिश्ता या बहन बहन का भाई भाई का रिश्ता बताना कर रहा है. Highlighting the 18th century society's expectations and views about marriage? Or is it highlighting the main cause of family feuds? Or is it highlighting the author's contempt for marriage? तो कहीं भी author का contempt नहीं दिख रहा है with respect to marriage. Family feud के context में बात नहीं हुई है और जो भी mention है that is with respect to two sisters only. तो ये गया. It is not highlighting sibling relationships, but it is definitely talking about what was the society's expectations and what was society's view with respect to marriage. His answer is going to be B. Again, I think everybody got it correct. Very good. So far 18 on 18. Am I right? Very good. Nineteenth one. Which of the following cannot be said to be true according to the passage? So basically, I have A, which says the Ward family thought that since Maria was able to get married well, the other two sisters would also have the same fortunate fate. This is something that is true according to the passage. So ये मेरा answer हो नहीं सकता. Mr. Bertram ensured that all people connected to him held respectable positions in societies. Yes, this is also true. Lady Bertram would have liked to further discuss the matter of Miss Fanny's marriage with her. ये आप कहीं से भी infer नहीं कर सकते. Hence answer is going to be C. This is true. This is true, this is true, and this is false. Hence, answer is going to be C. None of the above nahi hoga. And almost everybody has again got it correct. Okay, let's see where did it go wrong. आपको मिल रहा है ये सारे options यहीं मिल रहे हैं. This is what I have been waiting for. So this is something that has been actually mentioned. तो ये सारे highlight कर दिए हैं. So ये कहीं भी mention नहीं है that Lady Bertram would have liked to further discuss the matter of Miss Fanny's marriage with her. Now let's the 20th one. What is the tone of the passage? So author ने कैसा tone अपनाया है इस passage को करने के लिए? Acerbic तो है नहीं ना? Sarcasm or sharp and biting है नहीं. Dogmatic would mean something that is stubborn or somebody who is unwilling to change his opinions. वो भी नहीं है. Ecstatic मतलब extremely happy वो भी नहीं है. So what is left is a descriptive. And obviously it is it's taken from a book, it's taken from a story, and the way this particular passage or the storyline has been written, it is pretty descriptive. It's describing the society, it is describing Mr. Bertram's nature. It's describing the Miss Fanny, what did she do, where did she go wrong, and so on. So answer is going to be A, and again everybody has got it. Very good. So far I hope it is 20 on 20 or 19 on 20. Ideally speaking, 20 on 20. Now comes the most interesting part of this particular section. That is the poem. A narrow fellow in the grass occasionally rides. You may have met him, did you not? His notice sudden is the grass divides as with a comb. A spotted shaft is seen, and then it closes at your feet and opens further on. He likes a boggy acre, a floor too cold for corn. Yet when a boy and barefoot, I more than once at noon have passed. I thought a whiplash unbraiding in the sun. When stooped to secure it, it wrinkled and was gone. Whiplash. Whip क्या होता है पता है ना? चाबुक. So whiplash के context में हो रहा है. Whiplash would be जब आप चाबुक को करते हो, the thing is that it looks like this. Next, several of nature's people I know and they know me. I feel for them a transport of cordiality, but never met this fellow, attended or alone, without a tighter breathing and zero at the bone. Interesting. So let's look at it. In the context of the passage, what does the word boggy mean? अब देखो. A floor too cold for corn. तो boggy का मतलब क्या होगा? Something that is making a floor cool. Floor will mean basically your zameen. So if I look at it, cool का context unclean से नहीं आ रहा, beautiful से नहीं आ रहा, lazy से नहीं आ रहा, that is waterlogged. Bog is basically, it is used for कीचड़ दलदल जो बना रहता है उसके लिए यूज होता है bog. So answer is A, and excellent. Parul has got it correct. Samta has got it correct. Tanu has got it correct. Very good. Excellent. I'm very proud of you. Let's look at the 22nd. A narrow fellow in the grass. In this poem, the fellow refers to what? अब यहाँ पे इसके लिए वर्ड यूज किए हैं विप्लैश, स्पॉटेड, shaft, and another thing he is saying, but never met this fellow attended or alone without a tighter breathing. So basically वो person की जो है सांसें अटक जाती है, and zero at the bone. Zero at the bone will mean chilled. कहते ना, it's like ऐसी ठंडक जो बोन तक चली जाती है. So which context में use होता है वो? So it's not literally a whiplash, because the word it has the word it has used is have passed. I thought of whiplash. तो ऑथर को लगा कि वो whiplash है, बट वो उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में whiplash है नहीं है, राइट? तो ये एलिमिनेट हो गया. गस्ट ऑफ विंड नहीं है, बॉय नहीं है, द फेलो इज अ स्नेक. वेरी गुड. I'm proud of all of you getting it correct. Excellent. 23. The phrase without tighter breathing and zero at the bone most nearly indicates which of the following? Fright, cold, grief, awe. अब obvious है कि सांप को देखोगे तो grief and awe, well, some people do get that feeling of awe, but the author is definitely not having the feeling of awe. So he is basically frightened. So tighter breathing, सांसें अटक गई, और I felt the chills. So answer is going to be fright. Answer is A. Very good. Let's go to the next one. The phrase nature's people means which of the following? Is it nature lovers, children, neighbors, animals? So basically children कहीं context आया नहीं है, I can eliminate. Neighbors की बात नहीं हुई है, so it can either be nature lovers or animals. अब यहाँ देखते हैं, several of nature's people I know and they know me, but never met this fellow. So this fellow is a part of that nature's people. Hence answer is going to be animals. And again, everybody has got it correct. Excellent. 25th. In the light of the poem, the speaker of this poem is most likely which of the following? Is he an adult woman, man? Is it Emily Dickinson, or is it a young boy? देखा जाए ना, so first में yet when a boy and barefoot, I more than once at noon have passed I thought of whiplash. So ये past की बात कर रहे हैं, और अब ये present की बात हो रही है. So basically it is an adult man. How so? देखो, so basically yet when a boy, yet. So लेकिन जब मैं बच्चा था, जब मैं बॉय था, तब मैंने बहुत सी बार नून में देखा है इसको सनबेद करते हुए. सो दैट मीन्स दैट मैन इज ऑल ग्रोन अप नाउ, हेंस आंसर इज गोइंग टू बी बी, एन एडल्ट मैन. आई एम काइंड ऑफ सरप्राइज्ड, ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबडी हैज गॉट इट इनकरेक्ट. Look at the tenses, dear friends. Look at the tense. क्या use किया? And yet when I saw. Yet when I was a boy. Right? He has used. Yet when a boy and barefoot. I more than once at noon have passed. तो ये पास्ट की बात कराना, जब मैं लड़का था तब हुआ है. इसका मतलब है he is now a grown man. Hence answer is going to be B, an adult man. Any doubts, anyone? So you basically finally got one incorrect. So it should be 25 on 25, 24 on 25, or 24 on 24. At the most acceptable will be 23 on 25. Fine, going on to the next one now. The last passage. Again a very contemporary passage. ये टेक्सास शूटिंग को इतना वक्त भी नहीं गुजरा है और इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे हमने बहुत सारे न्यूज़पेपर आर्टिकल्स पढ़ लिए हैं. So again it is not a surprising topic, as in this is not a topic that should stump you, that should confuse you, or that should surprise you. A very contemporary one, something that you have read in past 8-10 days in newspapers. So going with this particular passage, let's look at the question. What is the most appropriate title for the passage? America not a leader anymore, democracy in shambles, guns and unfreedom in America, or carnage of democracy? So the point is, यहाँ पे किसके बारे में बात हो रही है? पैसेज में देख लो. Basically, guns, guns, guns. So everywhere you're going to see is guns. Hence, answer is, as you have said correctly, guns and freedom in America. Guns and unfreedom in America. Very good. Everybody has got that one correct. Next one. Which of the following can be inferred from the passage? So it is basically, the options are: serious issues such as those involving gun control and safety often become mere topics of discussion. Lagta to hai, but let's look at it. Shooters often target family members before. नहीं, ये तो सिर्फ वो टेक्सास शूटिंग वाले परपिट्रेटर ने किया है. सारे के सारे नहीं करते हैं, ऑफन भी नहीं करते हैं. बी एलिमिनेट हुआ. The large number of guns in America is the reason why politicians are unable to solve the gun control issue. Is it the number of guns or the availability of guns? It is basically the easy availability of guns. तो number of guns से नहीं है. Mass murderers only use assault rifles नहीं. So answer is going to be A. So basically सारा डिस्कशन हो चुका, अभी तक कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया गया है. So yes, answer is going to be A. Very good. Now let's go to the next one. And this one is 28th one. As per the passage, which of the following is a synonym of unbridled? So अब unbridled किस context में हुआ? Okay, we have साहिल का doubt है. डी बोल रहा है mass murderers only use. How can I infer that they only use assault rifles? Got it, Sahil? ये रहा अनब्रिडल्ड गन कल्चर. तो बेसिकली ऐसा गन कल्चर जो कि लॉ भी लीगल सिस्टम ऐसा है कि उसको रोक नहीं पा रहा है. तो हम बात कर रहे हैं समथिंग दैट इज नॉट अंडर कंट्रोल. हेंस आंसर शुड बी अनरिस्ट्रेन्ड. चलो, वेरी गुड. एवरीबडी गॉट दैट करेक्ट. वेरी प्राउड ऑफ यू. Let's come to question number 29. Which of the following inferences cannot be drawn from the passage? तो कौन सा inference नहीं किया जा सकता, infer किया नहीं जा सकता? So if I look at it, American presidents have been helpless in managing gun violence. Yes, this is true. Though they have given two examples of Joe Biden and Barack Obama. Yogendra, I'll come back to that. Mass shootings have become endemic to America. This can be inferred as well. Health benefits are more difficult to access than guns in America. ये भी infer किया जा सकता है. Hence, answer is going to be D. Now, question number 21 में अभी भी अटके हुए हैं. We are looking at why not C. Now, I do agree साहिल एंड योगेंद्र कि इन्होंने कहा है कि दे डू यूज assault rifles, but the option may you need to understand that the option is saying that they use only assault rifles. So यहाँ passage में कहीं भी ऐसा sentence नहीं है जिससे कि मैं infer करूं कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ assault rifle use करते हैं. Is it okay, Yogendra and Sahil? Do you get the answer? Sahil and Yogendra, they have not used only assault rifles. ऑप्शन देखिए, ये बहुत ज्यादा ये कर रहा है, रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर रहा है. ओनली दे, अगर यहाँ पे ओनली नहीं रहता, यूज असॉल्ट राइफल्स रहता, तो दैट वुड हैव बीन अ जेनरिक स्टेटमेंट एंड दैट वुड हैव बीन करेक्ट. बट ओनली लगाया हुआ है. Is it clear now, Sahil and Yogendra? Okay, where can we infer the C1? Question option C कहाँ से infer कर सकते हैं, बताएंगे आप? Okay, C wala is saying, C option says that large number of guns in America is the reason why politicians are unable to solve the gun control issue. Okay, let's look at it. Almost unique to America, ये हो जाएगा मेरा endemic वाला option. Now, it is a problem that politics seems incapable of solving. Why? Because deeply entrenched view on gun control are not changed in response to events like this. So यहाँ पे number of guns is not the reason why politicians are unable to solve the control issue. It is basically the deeply entrenched view on gun control. That is the reason that politicians are not able to do anything about it. Yogendra, clear? You did ask me why not see in 27. Did you get the answer? You need to understand कि question क्या बोल रहा है. Question बोल रहा है which of the following can be inferred. So it's not the large number of guns that is a problem. It is basically the deeply entrenched view जिसके की कारण कोई कुछ नहीं कर पा रहा है. Okay, going to question number 29, you still have doubts. Yes, please. 29 में क्या करूं मैं? Where we can infer this? Very easy. Passage careful पढ़ोगे तो ये होगा. More accessible. Guns are more accessible than buying health insurance cover. Directly mentioned. Got it, Vivek? Going to the last question now. What is the central idea of the passage? Is it undemocratic institutions? It is the problem of gun violence? Is it the issue of unaffordable healthcare? Or is it the main failures of American presidency? It is basically the entire focus is on gun and gun violence. Hence, answer is going to be B. Without any doubts, and I'm sure even you don't have any doubts with respect to this particular thing. So far, you're ideally आपका स्कोर बोल रही हूँ करेक्ट्स एंड अटेम्प्ट्स नहीं बोल रही हूँ आई एम आस्किंग यू टू calculate your score. It should be given the level of the topics or the passages, given the familiarity with these topics, it should be actually somewhere around 25. Synecdoche is basically a figure of speech where I use a part to represent the whole or vice versa. So instead of saying executive, I use the word suits. Instead of saying the bench of judges, I simply say the bench. Instead of saying the chairperson, I'll say address your comments to the chair. So I'm not asking you to speak to the chair. It's a chair. Chair is the term that is used for a chairperson. Okay, so 25 should have been your score, and you did well. I could see. Keep up the practice, and we have a few more mocks to go, and there we hone our skills. Okay, I wish you all a very good evening and all the very best. Thank you.